Alright, we made it to Rio Vista A-OK. Right now we are at the bait shop picking up our bait. And I see this little guy. At first he was laying in the bed of the truck, and as we walk by I see this little head pop up. We go in to get our bait, and by the time we come out, he's sitting up there on the side of the bed of the truck. Look at that little guy. Totally cute. So we got our bait, and we just went over there. You can't really see it, but that's Lyra's Market in Rio Vista, and my dad and I usually stop there for sandwiches and groceries and all that good stuff. So we got all that taken care of, and now we're back on our way to the boat to load everything up and get ready to head out. And just for Mom, here you can see Dad is wearing his gloves. Right there, see? Just for Mom. Now we're finally off on the boat! Hey, Dad! Got all our supplies taken care of, all of our fishing gear. Couldn't catch anymore, but that is not a indication of what's to come. So, yeah, once we get to our fishing spot, I'll show off to you guys that as well. And we have parked for the night.
Very nice.
As you can see, we've got our rear anchor, front anchor, got a beautiful sunset coming. So that's going to be really nice. And this is going to be our home for tonight. Buddy, the spin view. So yeah, the big catch of the day was our bluegill, which we caught before we came on down, and we're using that one for live bait. We got a good bang on my dad's rod and just kind of grabbed the end of the bait fish we had. That's about all the action we've had. Where are we at right now?
We're Decker Island.
So
the inside of Decker Island.
We are on the inside of Decker Island right now. We were floating the outside of Decker Island, where we just shut all the power off to the boat and threw our poles kind of like that out the back of the boat, and went up and down a few times, didn't really get much, and then we anchored out on the outside as well for about 20-30 minutes, still no action. So as the sun was coming down, we decided to find our home for tonight, which we did. We are anchored, we're looking pretty good. Again, we've got a great sunset to look forward to, and then we are going to pick things up bright and early tomorrow morning. So I think for now we are going to, or I should say I'm going to throw my suit on, and I'm going to take a dip in this wonderful river here. And relax for a bit, and then hop back in, make a quick light dinner, and yeah, get ready to pick it up tomorrow. So for right now, we're signing off. Well, here's our second catch of the day. Dad caught one about the same size about, I don't know, a couple minutes ago. So this one here, we are going to let him go and hope he grows big and strong.
Like his mom and dad.
Like his mom and dad.
Alrighty. Oh yeah, we're having a little fun with him here.
We are. I don't want to get got by the... Try and help you out here, buddy, so don't go flicking and falling on me.
Now this is how we take the hook out of our fish.
Alright. So one of our other traditions of our fishing trips is that we make ginormous burgers on the grill. And the last couple times we've done it at the campsite. We'll stay in the motorhome, but this time we're on the boat, so we've got our attachable grill right there that attaches to the side. Our grill master and my father there. Wonderful, wonderful burgers. We've got burgers, we've got all the fixings down there for us. And about, I don't know, a couple minutes ago we had some guy on a motorcycle doing wheelies keeping us entertained out here. So I didn't have time to grab the camera on that one, but maybe next time. So we're doing dinner now for Saturday night. We'll probably do some more fishing later tonight or just relax. There's supposed to be some fireworks, so I may show those off too. But for now, it's dinner time. One pole. Two poles. Alright, it is Saturday night, and we are anchored out here at Decker Island again. And we have had quite the eventful day. We started off our Saturday morning with a light breakfast, a bowl of granola cereal. And then we had our first piece of excitement for the day. We dropped 2 anchors, a front anchor and a rear anchor, to keep us stable for the night. And we could not get the rear anchor off to save our lives. Couldn't get it up. We're pulling. It just would not come up. So, after lots of maneuvering, we finally got the line to move up, but it still felt like there was something attached to the line. So my dad and I both got our hands on it and started pulling and pulling and pulling. And finally we could just make out the anchor, the chain anchor line, which is about 6 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet?
5 feet, yeah.
About 5 feet. And got to the point where, you know, my dad thought we might just have to cut our losses and cut the anchor, but then we could see it was hooked up to something, and as we pulled the anchor up, why, it was hooked up to a real thick steel cable. It was braided.
Steel cable.
Yes, 1-inch steel cable. So not only did we have a good anchor point, but we almost had a permanent one because we were going to have to leave the anchor behind. However, we were able to get it up, get it off the cable there, get the front anchor no problem, and off we went. So we trolled for a little bit and didn't meet too much success there. And then we finally anchored out over by the power lines, which for those of you that don't know the Delta, you're obviously not going to know what I'm talking about. But power lines are basically these big power lines that go across from one side of the river to the other. And we dropped anchor out there, threw our poles in the water. We both caught, what did we catch?
Feathers,
We caught those small...
Yeah, we caught the shakers first, and then you got the keeper.
Oh, yes. So yes, we both caught a pair of shakers, which are just, you know, little small guys. Nothing to write home about. And then I got a fish on, and I got a nice maybe 20-inch striped bass, which I'm going to pop the lid of the cooler here in a second and show you guys. However, we're going to let Dad cast out. Good cast. And, alright, so down here, that is the fish I caught. So the trip has been successful in the fact that we have both caught fish. Even if we didn't catch fish, why, it still would have been a great trip, because as per one of my other vlogs, you know, I love it up here. I love spending time up here with my dad and spending time on the boat. It's the first time I've been on the boat where we've taken it out onto the Delta and actually stayed on the boat in the Delta. So this was a real fun trip so far. We still have one more day to go. Earlier in the footage, I showed you guys the burgers we cooked, and like I was saying at that time too, that's kind of my dad and I, that's our tradition for when we go out fishing. We have one night where we make our big burgers, and that started many years ago. And yeah, that's one of the other things that I look forward to when we go out, is making our big burgers. So that's pretty much the recap for Saturday, which is today. We're going to continue fishing for a little bit, and if we get a good view of the fireworks that are going to be shooting out down that way, I will see if I can't get some of those on video. So until then, I will continue this later. I'll do our best to hold the camera steady. Anyone that says I can't hold the camera steady needs to remember we're on the water.
That's right. He's got a million friends.
Pew! Pew pew! Those are my sound effects. Pew pew pew! Pew! Meow! Boom! Alright. Well, they get the idea.
Yeah.
Alright.